Hello everyone, Sungakoka here, back with another Death Battle reaction, and it's the one we've been waiting for. We have one of the most highly requested matchups of all time, as the Death Battle 2025 finale, Ash Ketchum vs Yugi Muto, Pokemon vs Yu-Gi-Oh! Now first off, I want to say that I apologize for having this reaction so late. I literally just got home from work. I had to rush to change out my work clothes and back to my regular clothes and get this reaction going. So I apologize for that. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's talk about this for a bit before we start. I've been waiting for this matchup ever since this debate started. Two childhood heroes fighting to the death. Now, who do I think is going to win? I'm going to be real, I don't know. This battle could go either way. I'm going to be cheering for Ash because y'all know me. I'm a Pokemon fan. I am more of a fan of Pokemon than I am of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not really a fan of that much, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty busted. I'm still going to be rooting for Ash. I'm hoping he wins. If not, I won't be disappointed. As long as it's going to be a great fight, I'm okay with it. And from looking here at the anime, it's a 3D animated battle. I know people are complaining about the lack of sprites, but I don't mind sprites. I like to see sprite fights, but I'm not ravenous about it. So I'm still excited for this battle either way. One more thing before we get started. I know who's doing the music for this battle. Brandon Yates and Therwolf Media are teaming up. Not only that, they got the actual OG Pokemon themed singer for this battle, Jason Page. I have not listened to the battle track yet. We're going to listen to it as the fight goes on. It's going to be exciting. So, with my yapping out of the way, let's finally get this started.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh!
Fly!
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Muto.
The biggest question from the playground: Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's with
Did I just see Ash? Did I see Ash
And it's our
Greninja?
job to analyze their
No,
weapons,
that's
armor, and
Lucario.
skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I was hoping to see Ash Greninja,
This
but
is a big
It's
episode.
okay.
Just look
Yep.
how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check
Mad
out
Mushroom.
Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched.
Oh, they're
and
starting
it's
off
all
with
about
a
action.
sponsor.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this
They're already starting
survivor-like
with
and
sponsor.
roguelike RPG. Double the like.
Each run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes,
Okay.
find new followers, unlock new quests, and look cool while doing it. Look at that gear.
Night Swarm is on Steam now and 15% off for a limited time.
cool.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Oh, the kids
Yeah.
get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash
Yep.
wanted to be a Pokemon master.
10 years for
though
25
he didn't really
years,
know
yes.
what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to
Champion
be the
of Alola
very
and
best,
World Coordination
like
Series
no one
winner.
ever
Yep.
was. Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
National
So
Ash
Oak
Ketchum
hooked him
Day,
up with the
September
electric
15th.
mouse, Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo
Yeah.
had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
Was history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent
Oh, yeah.
decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs
Okay.
from the original games that inspired it.
Yeah.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex.
So they're not gonna count
That's
the games.
Also a
Gotcha.
Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and you'll regret
Yep,
it.
Pikachu.
Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't
Loves
stop what this
Ketchum.
Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro
Volt
Ball,
Tackle,
and
yep.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing
His signature
flamboyant thieves
move.
and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off
Team
again.
Rocket.
So clearly, the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast.
Yeah, that is
Whee!
pretty.
Speaking
pretty
of fast,
cool.
Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers
yeah.
put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the
Yeah,
stubbornness
he
and
has a
crispy
lot of
bikes,
friends.
they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not
Yeah.
just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights.
Show my
and Ash
boy.
can combine their water attacks
Show my
with Flame's
boy.
Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like
Yeah.
Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
so you got a big,
Sceptile's
scary
another
dark ride.
cool
Eat this
Pokemon.
leaf blade, Smeargle victim. Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
Yeah.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a
Incineroar.
fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride
Oh,
over
yeah.
packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the
Charizard.
trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship
Water
motivated
types
them to
Greninja.
dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss.
The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out.
It sure
Vanillix
is.
causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions soar new flying
That was
types
good.
like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton.
Oh, yeah,
and this huge
Cosmoem.
log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic.
Mr. Mime.
Yep, that Mr. Mime. The
Yep.
stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and
Aura.
links Ash with Lucario.
This jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely
Yeah.
loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again.
Oh,
Kid,
yeah.
Just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
The first
Ash's
league he
strength
ever
is not
won
in
was
battle
Alola.
theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize
My
their
boy.
senses and movements, transforming him
Battle
into
bonds.
Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small
Yeah.
price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
It's
Ash
still
Greninja ran the
badass,
ones
though.
with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. and just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Reggie kind, not the New York ones. Who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right.
Do
But
not
no,
remind me
Greninja
of that.
still lost to his Charizard
Do
after
not
only
remind
getting
me.
hit 3
This
times.
had me
How does
heated.
Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get
This
your
had me
type charts
fucking
right,
heated.
poor kids.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even
I'm not
around
going to
anymore
rant.
when this
I'm not
aired.
gonna rant. I'm not gonna rant.
Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Hide you, Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it
Gigantamax,
smells
yeah.
nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they
Z
need is a
moves,
Power
yeah.
Ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked.
That's
Absorb
their
electricity?
ultimate attack.
Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed
Cooked.
so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
That's
Ash
right.
got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a
Yep.
legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally,
Leon.
finally,
Finally,
after 3,000
he
years,
won.
we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he
Yeah.
had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Peak analysis. Now
If you want to
Muto.
travel the world like
Or
Ash or look as rad as Yugi,
another-
then we've
another
got the
sponsor.
threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quint's stuff for ages, so we know it's legit.
Quince makes it easy to look sharp, feel good, and find gifts that
I think
last.
that's Liam-
From Mongolian
Liam
cashmere
Swan.
sweaters to Italian wool coats, Quince pieces are
Swan.
crafted from premium materials and built to hold up without the luxury markup.
Nice! This is totally a Kaiba fit right here. Just gotta pop up
Those
that
prices.
Quince makes the
Jeez.
essentials every guy needs: denim, chinos, down jackets, wool top coats, and leather styles built to last, just to name a few.
color. Each piece is made from premium materials. Oh, and by cutting out the middlemen and traditional markups, Quince delivers the same quality as luxury brands at a fraction of the price. So get your wardrobe sorted and your gift list handled with Quince.
Don't wait. Go to quince.com/deathbattle for
Quince.
free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/deathbattle.
Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/deathbattle.
All right, let's see what Yugi's got.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These
Games.
magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the
Shadow
way of the
Realm.
Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Muto reassembled it and
Yugi
wished
Muto.
for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing
Yami.
to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's
Duel
a summoner's
monsters.
war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And
Yeah.
for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways.
Dark Yugi,
Illusions of being
Spear of
set on
Ancient
fire,
Pharaoh, yep.
swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in
Okay.
with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups.
The Dark Magician.
And Exodi... Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the
Exodia.
meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge.
Oh, that-
Yugi's
that
a
was
very
nice.
clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah,
Duel
cool
monsters.
story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's
Damn.
better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice,
yeah,
Dark
the Dark
Magician Girl.
Magician.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters
Oh, the
too.
magic
Catapult
cylinder.
Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ
Oh,
from the
they're-
real-world card game.
Yugi also has
using the
tons of
manga.
spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more
Oh,
cards,
boy.
like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the
Okay.
mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart.
Of course.
These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba
Of
really
course.
wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God
Slifer.
Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier
Okay.
cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's
Ash
Glow
might be
Neos
cooked.
destroyed a
Ash
relativity
might be
field that
cooked,
spawned
boys.
an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew
The
it!
heart of
He's
the
been
cards.
cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the
Atem.
ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster
Harakti.
who banished
Oh,
Zork
boy.
and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same
Ash
light.
might be cooked,
Judgment
guys.
had
I don't know.
passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous, you're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Cool.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be
Another
able to make it happen
sponsor?
without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right, this
Raycon.
message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential open earbuds
actually
should
have
be at the top of
Raycons.
your list.
Regular
I
earbuds
like
block
them.
out everything, but
I
these
should
beauties
get
sit
some
so
new ones
perfectly
soon.
in the ear. You get both real clear sound and also what's happening
yeah, I'm
around
still gonna-
you.
I'm still gonna
exactly
cheer
what I
on
need when
for
I'm out
Ash.
lawnmower racing or bike
Again,
riding, jogging, whatever normal people
I
do.
won't
We're
be mad
happy
if
that
he
Raycon
loses.
is a
I'm
longtime
still gonna cheer
sponsor
him
of
on
our
either
show,
way.
and for good reason. They have over 3 million customers who are getting premium sound quality for half the price. And if you don't like your earbuds, they have a 30-day guarantee, so there's practically no risk.
They're lightweight, last up to 8 hours on one charge, and with multi-point connection, I can wirelessly hook them up to multiple devices. So they're super handy.
The essential open earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click
Ooh,
the link in the
20%
description
off.
or go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late.
All right, here we go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data
Here
through
we
all
go.
possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as
Okay.
a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later
Alright.
on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to
Okay.
summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to
Okay.
death battle!
Yeah, let's go. Death battle. Oh, this looks awesome. The classic Game Boy opening. The music.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set
Oh, this
one
looks
card
so
face
good.
down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's
Come
our
on,
turn
Ash.
now.
Lock
Pikachu,
in.
Throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Fight!
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Sphinx!
Oh shit. Oh, the music! Crocodile!
Oh, I get it.
Damn.
Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean,
Yeah.
them all?
Tauros! Oh! The rest of his Pokemon!
Charizard, I choose you!
Charizard! Oh, he brought all his too! Incineroar! Make a Lucario! Oh god, the music! Charizard! Solgaleo!
Aha!
Is it the Blue Eyes White Dragon? No. Oh, man! Oh, Dynamax. Gigantamax. Gengar. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Naginade! My boy! Come on!
I'm
Oh.
sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Oh boy.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
God, the music is so fucking good.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi, goddess of light!
Oh
This is
god.
it! Magicians, flash burning magic! Haruxi, Joser!
Come on, Ash, lock in! Lock in, Ash! Oh! Come on! Oh no! Lock in, Ash! Lock in,
Pikachu,
Ash!
let's finish this. Together!
Come on! Lock in! Lock in! Lock in, Ash!
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll
Oh,
send
no.
your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Oh no! No!
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
That was cinema. That was cinema.
Oh, my childhood! Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
Oh,
There's
my
a lot
heart
to
is
this, so
racing.
let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with
Okay.
experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best. and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork
So I guess
is
they
second
tie
to
in
none.
strategy.
They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with
Or
so-called
probably not.
weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined
So
to
I guess
support
we
his
call it a
monsters
tie
with spells, traps,
for
and
strategy.
buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters.
Yugi had more
a slightly
monsters.
larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead.
You did your best.
The right
you
moment
did your best,
to knock
Ash.
Ash
I'm
stone
proud of
cold.
you.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz.
You did
Might
the best
not
you
think
could,
it's
man.
Sparrow, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Muto.
Thanks for watching. More fights are coming, so we'll be back with even more death battles.
Death
Stay
Battle will be
tuned
back
for
in
Demo
2026.
26.
But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
And that was Ash versus Yugi. Oh my fucking god, that was one of the best death battles I've ever watched in my entire life. No contest. It was so good. The animation, music, and all the callbacks. Absolute cinema. And while I am sad Ash lost, this fight being so legendary more than makes up for it. So yeah, that was the reaction. Did you enjoy this death battle? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed my reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. This has been Sunget Koga. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.